open them. We're live. I think it's Thursday. Is it Thursday? Oh yeah, it is Thursday. Good morning, Sue. It's still very cold out. Oh, extreme warning is still in effect. They still got the red banner. Right now, they're saying that it feels like minus 38 outside. I believe it. Walking back and forth the barn, my face is a little tender. They're saying 35 below, 37 below. Yeah, it's 37 below wind chill. That's chilly, 37 below. But it's not going to break here. It's just solid, nasty. Unbelievable. Oh man, this is hard. 37 below. And they're saying today that the wind chill will be minus 38 because it's only going to go to a high of minus 20. I'm thinking I might go for straw tomorrow. Maybe Saturday. I gotta go Saturday morning, the latest, because it's New Year's and people are leaving to go away for New Year's. Specifically the straw guy. He warned me. So oh man, so cold. 42 people watching the Ducks. I don't think anybody knows I'm here. Do you think that's the problem right now? Or everybody's just got it open in their browsers? Good morning, Inga. I'm just going to do a quick copy and paste here because I'm thinking there's a whole bunch of people asleep at the wheel. Inga, you should have posted the link for everybody because you know how confusing it is. They don't know how to find my streams on my channel. Everybody gets flustered. The Goose Shade water was a little bit slushy this morning. Oh, Maggie's calling somebody idiots on the Goose stream. Maggie, someone must have triggered Maggie on the other stream. Where's my pop-up window? My pop-up chat. Where are you, pop-up chat? So I can read a bigger screen here and make sure I don't miss any high-maintenance people. Chat, I've just posted all the links, let everybody know. So it's warmed up a touch. It's minus 29 out. It's not minus 30 like yesterday. Okay. I'm gonna copy this here. I'm gonna share it with you folks because just so everybody can take a look what the wind chill is right now. Oh, it's cold. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking I'm gonna wait till Saturday. I got enough straw exactly till Saturday morning. And if I go early Saturday morning, by early, I'm talking like 9:30. I just don't like this time of year letting straw get down to the wire, as I call it. I like having lots of straw, and right now I got, I think, 4 or 5 bales. No, thank God they don't deliver straw here. It's not like Uber. We just call up an Uber. Can you go pick up my straw? It doesn't work that way. This isn't the city, Inga. It's like you either get it yourself or you don't get it. Well, maybe if you wanted to pay $6 a bale. If you wanted to pay $6 a bale, you probably could get it delivered. But if you want to pick it up, it's 3. No. It's just that the old truck, I don't like starting it. I don't like driving it when it's this cold, because this is the weather. This is the temperature, folks. That old steel breaks, and the truck is a 1992. It's old. It's going on 26 years old, pretty soon. So like 26-year-old rusted steel, it ain't the best when it's 30 below, 37 below with the wind chill. So like I would bet hard money that the truck would start, but it doesn't mean it's good for it, if you know what I mean. Like, you could start her up, and she would be slow start. All the oil's thick. It doesn't have a block heater because it came from Vancouver Island, and it would just be, it would be hard on it, very hard. Juanita, no, Juanita, you have to stay, Juanita. Your banking can wait in the stores. Oh yeah, square wheels too, Maggie. I forgot about that. It's not only the frozen motor, but square wheels. No, Inga, Juanita is not allowed to leave. She's not allowed to come here and just tell us she's leaving. Well, we're only 7 minutes into it, Len, so you didn't miss much of the movie. There's no plot yet. We haven't come up with a plot. So you can ask what's going on. Nothing right yet. Except we were talking about how cold it is, and starting the old truck is going to be, I don't want to do it. If the truck had a block heater, I'd plug her in. Run 2 extension cords over to it, because it's facing the wrong direction. It's over the farthest part of my driveway. I'm going to wait till Saturday morning, because Saturday it's supposed to be a little bit warmer, like only -20. And -20 and -37 is a huge difference. Like Friday night, -25. See, it's the 30% chance of snow thing, eh? They're calling for snow, a chance of snow, and that means it has to be warming up for a chance of snow. It's the clear skies that make it really rude. Snow cover means that it's got to be warming up, because it can't snow when it's really cold. Well, I shouldn't say it can't snow when it's really cold, but normally it doesn't snow when it's really cold. That's sort of the rule of thumb you go by. No. But it's still going to be Sunday, -20. Man, oh man, it's such a good week just to be laying on a couch doing nothing. But I don't like this no straw thing. Two feet of snow and 12 degrees Fahrenheit. See, 12 degrees Fahrenheit would be warm right now. It would. Because that wouldn't be too bad. Like 0 Fahrenheit is -18 Celsius. So 12 Fahrenheit is actually, that's nice. Good morning, Brian. So the exhaust fan on the barn, it's making noises. You probably can hear it in the streams. It's filling with ice. And I'm thinking, if I turned it off, it wouldn't turn back on. I'm thinking the only reason it's running is because the squirrel cage fan wheel inside is rubbing against the ice, and it's wearing it down. That's the only thing I can think of. If I heard it this morning, I went in the back and I listened. I was like, oh, if I turn this off, it won't start again. Oh, it warmed up at your place too, James. It was 29 below here too. It warmed up. Yesterday was minus 30. Today minus 29. So there's hope. There's hope for us here. You know, hope. Oh man, this is cold. It's like uh, the whole building, 7XL, from their breath gets coated in ice. When we have a next warm up we have, it's gonna just rain inside the barn. I might actually have to put like plastic bag over something over top of the cameras because I've seen it where it just literally just rains in there, the water dripping. The walls, everything gets coated with ice. You need a lot of airflow. Like depends how warm it gets today. I might open the front door of the barn, like the little doors, and put the grid down, just to get some air flowing through there. Help dry it out because the cold air will dry it out. It doesn't do a really good job of drying it out, but it does get rid of some moisture. Oh. This is the extreme of the duck adventure. I'm going to today work with the Terra deck. I'm going to play with it and try to figure out why it was cycling and call tech support and see if they can figure out why this thing is doing this. I'm really not happy about it not working. What's my humidity today? Cold and dry. I don't know. I posted the link there. You want to take a look at what they say the humidity is. I don't know. I'll post the link again so you can go to the weather place and you can see what they say, because I don't have a humidistat here. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. I know this time of year is dry. Good morning, Janie. And how is Janie doing on the tropical island? What's the temperature on your tropical island today, Janie? I just like, would you rub it in, please? I would like to know. I'm waiting to find out if we should all be moving to Guam. The link doesn't work. Oh, this stuff. 78 degrees. What a nice, pleasant day. You know, if the link doesn't work, folks, you know why it doesn't work? Because you just got to get rid of... Yes, it works. What are you talking about? Let me just click on it. Oh, now it's not working. Why is it... I posted it. What? Why does it do that? Okay, I got to compare this because it looks the exact same link. There's something wrong, folks. weather.gc.ca/city/pages/ I don't understand why it's when I click on the link, the URL is exactly the same. Like I'm looking, there's no differences. Why won't it work? Why does it do this? Is the internet broken again? Like, here, I'm gonna try something. Paste and go. Yeah, it works when I do paste and go. Why is it different? Like, what changes? I'm gonna try it again here. Let's try it one more time here, folks. Then I will give up sharing my weather. gonna try it too. I'm gonna open the link. Nope, won't work. But it works. Anyways, I give up. I have no idea why it does this in chat. Because I'm looking at the, yeah, I know it doesn't work. I just checked it. I don't understand it, folks, because when you click on the link, it's like the URL is exactly right. Like, it is dead on. That is exactly what the URL is. There's no difference. Okay, I'm going to try something. Copy. I'm going to copy the bad URL and paste it and see what happens. No, what is, okay, it doesn't work. There's something different that I'm not catching here. What is different? Well, now my curiosity is really sparked here, folks. I gotta do something here. This is, oh, I see why. Okay. If you copy the URL and paste it into Notepad, there's a bunch of percentage signs and letters after the HTML on the what you call it. YouTube chat is adding something to it that you can't see with the human eye. That's what's happening. I don't know why it's doing this. This is computer geeky stuff that I'm not aware of. No, it still doesn't work that way. What? Folks, I don't know what's going on. Why would it do that? And I've posted links before. You know? Like, here, I gotta see something here. This is driving me nuts. Oh, I think I see what's going on. It's dropping the L. How did I miss that? I think that's what it is. No, it's not dropping the L. Folks, I'm sorry. I have no idea. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Because I pasted it in a notepad, it's identical. Except for the little things that YouTube's adding at the end. Yeah, it's identical. It makes no sense. Except for the percentage sign EF, percentage sign BB, percentage sign BF. I don't know what that stuff means. So, but yesterday I've posted links before from the weather, and it works. So I have no idea why it's doing this. I'm really sorry for wasting your time and putting you through this learning curve that I'm going through right now, but I don't know why I can't share this. It's cold, trust me. And for the life of me, I have no idea why YouTube is doing this to us this morning. It's just ruining the show. Well, it's you're right, Stephanie. It's really, actually, it's 3 reallys. It's really cold, and it's going to be like this for a couple more days. And then they say it's going to warm up, maybe. I'm hoping Saturday, because I got, like I said, 4 bales of straw. I'm going on a straw run. I was thinking today, but I don't want to start the truck. Honestly, I think I'd like to lay on the couch and watch a movie today. Maybe 2. I don't know. I'm thinking. My foot is sore, Vista. Every day it's sore. I'm sick of it being sore, actually. Will yours work? Let me just try to click on your link, Janie. Yep, and Janie's link works. Well, how did Janie's link work and mine didn't? I don't understand that. Her link works. Well, that's just not fair. Look at those temperatures, eh? Minus 33, minus 30. Saturday's our hope to get some straw. Sounds like a good plan. Rest up. I'll be honest with you. I've been doing a little TV binge watching at night. I've been up staying late. It's sort of like Christmas. I was telling someone last night that Christmas time to me is a little bit of a holiday because the whole week is sort of a write off in my head. It's not really because I keep working, but uh, you got Christmas Day, Boxing Day, my birthday, and New Year's Day, all happens in a 7 day period. So it's like, well, 8 day period, and there's so that means there's only 4 really good days, and luckily those 4 days, 2 of them are a weekend. So actually 4 of them are a weekend. Anyways, it works out. I don't do much. I'm not gonna lie. I try to do very little this time of year. Than the festive uh, feeling of a season's feeling or whatever. It's a lot of holidays for me because I'm not supposed to work on my birthday, which I streamed yesterday, but it wasn't really work. I just missed you, so I thought I'd stream just to touch base with everybody. You're officially old lady on your 60th birthday, Mary? And when's that, Mary? I, oh, there's other forecasts I could look at. I know if you type weather in Renfrew, Canada, Google gives you all kinds of results. Saturday's Mary's birthday. She's going to turn 60. The day I get straw. I'm potentially going to pick up 60 bales of straw, Mary. If I can jam 60 bales in the truck, that's the plan. So we might be getting 60 bales on Mary's 60th birthday. Oh, that'd be like a birthday thing, eh? I'm hoping to fit 60 bales in the truck. That's the plan. Depends how cold it is. If it's really cold, because I've got to, with this time when I load the truck, I got to, what you call it? I got to pay really close attention to make sure that there's no wheat straw slipped in there. I'm going to be doing a fine inspection to make sure it's all barley. The 60 is the new 40? Is it? And 56 is the new 36. I feel like I'm 36, like I'm going to work for another 40 years. Uh, that's why they say 60 is the new 40. You know that, Inga. It's so that they can change the retirement age to 80. You know, because look at, you're only 40. Never fall for that, Inga. It's the government's way of saying, "Oh, we're gonna change the retirement age because 60 is the new 40, so you don't need to retire at 62, 61, 66, whatever your country is." It's 68. See, they're running out of money. That's why they raise the age, because mathematically the social safety net of retirement is collapsing. And if they add 2 years, I forget what it is. If they add 2 years, they can drag out the retirement fund. I think it's 5 years, something like that, before it's insolvent. The bottom line is still bankrupt. Can't stop it. But oh, we have lots of birthdays coming up. Janie's got her all covered. Tired, retired, and retied. Tried. You've been retried for what crime? Yeah, the infamous baby boomers. I was at the end of the baby boomer wave there. Really, I feel left out because I think I'm like the last year. I think 61 was last year. 61 or 62, they class it technically as the baby boomer. The end. So I'm not really. I'm either too early or I'm too late, and I'm too late this time. You know, we need more immigrants to pay taxes. Come in and pay taxes so that we can all retire earlier. It ain't gonna happen because they're all on welfare when they come here. I watched a video a couple of weeks ago on immigration coming into Western cultures, and there was a study done on immigrants after 2 decades of living in their Western culture, be it Canada, the U.S., that type of thing, Europe, and it was quite shocking the welfare after 2 decades, and Asians, the specifically Southeastern Asians, were the lowest welfare users at 17%. And the native people, the people who are born here and being here and generational, they're actually running like around something like 45% usage on the welfare. But the Asians were the lowest, absolute lowest. They worked, paid the taxes, paid into the system. It was actually quite. If you went through all the continents, it was really quite scary. It's quite scary actually. Like really scary actually when you look at the numbers. Like some ethnic groups, specifically like South America and Central America, they were like pushing 70% welfare after 2 decades. How can you, after 2 decades of being in a culture, be a liability on society? How? You got to come here with that mindset that I'm coming here to suck the place dry. Because after 2 decades, it's sort of like moving to a country and after 2 decades you can't speak the language, that type of thing. You know what I mean? I can never figure that out. How I've met people, that lived in Canada for 20 years and could barely speak English. I'm like, how do you live here 20 years and not speak English? Because I know when I went to Brazil, after 4 months, I was speaking to everybody. I could get by, and I was like, this is only after 4 months. After 20 years, I'd be fluent Portuguese. I'm telling you, Vista. I'm not gonna. I don't have the link handy, but it's really, really scary how this study showed after 2 decades. It's pretty bad. Well, the war part, we're doing pretty good at that, Alain, for killing off excess population. We stopped the disease part, but the man has not stopped at perfecting war. Oh yeah, they do have a much higher. They're like running their IQ. Average IQ, I think, is like the southeast. There was this demographic was like it was like 105. Was their average? It's it's pretty interesting. Ipanema Beach, I've been there. Yeah, then the new technology helps winners live, but it doesn't mean they're the strongest. Well, well, this is a deep rabbit hole. I wish I had the links I could share with you, but the problem I'd paste the links that wouldn't work because YouTube be blocking me this morning or something. Well, it was a very interesting study. It just reminded me on how all my taxes are going down the drain. All of our taxes. Everybody watching right now, if you're paying taxes, you're getting screwed. Or you could do like right now, like up here, we have a scandal going on here in Canada right now with our prime minister, and he got caught uh, taking bribes, and he was convicted. Well, convicted. He found that he broke four ethic rules, which is federal guidelines on politicians and ethics. And I watched an interview, and he said that Canadians don't care. I couldn't believe he said it. Like, I was like, we don't care that you're corrupt. I couldn't believe he said it. So this as like the most blatant. I got caught and I don't care because I'm the boss. All right. Well, they released it Christmas Eve or the 2 days before Christmas, so it got buried in the holiday spirit. That he got busted, convicted, found guilty. There's no penalty. That's another thing too, right? How can you have a federal law guidelines that has no penalty? But for us, if we break a federal law or a guideline, we get penalties. Why don't they get penalties? I don't understand that. So that was our Canadian. I thought it was a great Christmas present finding out that he was guilty, but then I found out nothing's going to happen. I thought, oh, that sucks. Like you're found guilty of being corrupt. But no, nobody cares. Oh man, where's back to the Ducks? At least the Ducks, you know what's going on there. That little Goose last night, he had a hard time adjusting, eh? He was a little bit upset. He was beating on little duckies last night. He's better this morning. He was following me around during what you call it, egg recon. He doesn't seem as wobbly this morning, Inga. I noticed that this morning when he was following me around. He seems to be a lot more stable. I don't know if it was from being beaten on that he was so his balance was out. And I noticed he kept trying to scratch his left ear or his right side of his head. It was the right side of his head. But this morning he was walking around, not bobbing around. Okay, he was walking better. It's not just me. Okay, I thought there's this because sometimes I think I see things, people, and I make things up in my head just to make me feel better. The house repair guy, is he going to make it this winter? Well, that's something, Vista, I would like to know too. My house repair guy, my buddy, has got a problem. He's going in for an operation, and he's a little bit freaked out, and he potentially could be down. Well, the doctor told him he's going to be down for 3 months. I told him it's going to be 5. But he doesn't believe me. But he's going to hurt himself again. I know it because he's going to listen to the doctor. And we all know what doctors tell you. You know, they tell you, oh, yeah, your Achilles tendon, you'll be all right in a couple of weeks. Well, that happened in June, and I'm still paying for it. Oh, the concussion, you'll be a couple of days, 3-4 days, you'll be back to normal. A year later, I'm still feeling it. So, like, doctors lie. So this specialist told him, we're going to operate on your arm, his wrist, and they're going to put this titanium in his wrist because his wrist is screwed from all the years of nail guns and just equipment that he uses. He screwed his wrist, and they're telling him 6 weeks after the operation, absolutely nothing with a cast on. I told him that's going to be like 8 minimum with a cast, and then another 6 weeks of doing nothing with the cast off, that's impossible. That's like me doing nothing. Oh, what are you gonna do today? I'm gonna lay on the couch. Next thing you know, you see me outside doing something. That's the kind of guy he is. So he's 50, and I think that he's going to be laid up for 5 months. So I sort of freaked him out when I told him that. I said, 50 is not the new 30. You don't heal. Your body knows it's 50, and you're going to heal like an 80-year-old broke its hip. That's what's going to happen. And so he's a little bit freaked out. So he was supposed to, do a bunch of work for me here, i.e., do my window trim, because that's what he does. One of his areas of expertise is finished carpentry, and now he's scrambling because he's got a whole bunch of jobs booked, and he's got to get them all done before he goes in for his operation, because if he doesn't, none of the jobs are going to get done. So anyways, the poor guy is freaking out. 5 months, I think he's going to be laid up. And without a hand, he can't work. He can't be a one-handed contractor. It's not fair, Vivian, how our minds, you know, wander off and dream about being young while our bodies decay and rot into the ground. It's not right. Oh. No, this is Tim, the barn guy, different guy. The carpenter beard guy that worked in the dark in the blackout line weekend. The weekend I lied. Different guy. I got a couple contractor buddies that are really, they're professionals, like the real deals. They've been doing it like all their lives. They're just talented because they've been doing it for so freaking long. The both of them. Well, you saw Tim, lifting the barn up. How that went. It's like you'd almost think he'd done it before. You know. Like think about how fast that barn job was done. They jacked that barn up and had the log underneath, and it was just done. You know. I don't have a problem with body feeling run down because I'm only 30. Yes, Georgie, I'm only 30. That's it. 56 is the new 30. Georgie's got it right. The barn jacking up, I'm still amazed how well that turned out. It turned out really, really well, actually. Exceptionally well. Hello, Mark. And considering, what we're going through right now with this extreme cold, it's nice how the barn is big enough that I don't have to kick the ducks out to clean it. I think it's so funny how when I'm cleaning, they go to one end and get quiet and watch me. I'm getting a kick out of that. I'm thinking the more I clean the barn with them in it, the more they're going to get used to me. Because I'm telling you, the last 2 days cleaning it, like, yes, I'm secretly 30. You nailed it. Georgie's buttering me up really good this morning. Thank you so much, Georgie. I need it. Like, it's like when they shut up and they just stand there and stare at me, it's like so funny because like it's like they're waiting for me to get done. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're getting her done. Thank you. Fresh straw coming soon." Like, where am I located? I'm located in the Antarctic. We're a scientific study station on penguins, and I've got some streams right now of penguins going. Oh, is it we got someone from Russia? Let me just do the Google Translate here. What is it? What do we got? We do. We have a Russian here right now. Hello. I don't know how to say hello in Russian or hi, but hi back. Oh, we must be trending somewhere, folks, because we got the world is showing up here this morning. Oh, for some reason the Google Translate's not working on that one. I know. Something, I don't know what that one is. Serbian. We got a Serbian one, but it doesn't make any sense. Something pig cruto. I don't know what that means. We must be popping up somewhere. Yes, I'm in the Antarctica. This is the only house in the Antarctica. If you notice the decor, there are no other houses like this in the Antarctic. Most of them are scientific pods that were flown here by the international community. I built this place with the last remaining trees that were on the Antarctic continent. That's why there's no trees anymore. I had to take them all out to build a house. We've been here a long time streaming on YouTube. Well, Tilly, that sucks in your car. The penguins are a dead giveaway, I know. It was actually CGI. I'm sitting here CGI in this whole thing right now this morning on this morning coffee. But I'm really inside of a shipping container, and this is the decor I have inside the shipping container in the Antarctica. It's like you can't have, they don't build wood houses or anything in the Antarctica. So it's like, this is it. But it's cold enough for penguins right now. My poor little ducks, they're not liking it. But they're gonna crack here. You watch. We let them out. It's gonna. It'd be nice if we could get a nice day, like just a break, a slight break, like an hour, so I could take them outside, give them all a shower, spray them with the hose, get them back inside and clean straw so everybody's nice and clean. You know. All the ducks think I've noticed they're a little bit wound up. You'd be wound up too if you were stuck in a building all the time. I have fiber optic on this connection in the Antarctica. We ran a fiber optic line many years ago. Doug lasted. He went out this morning, folks. He got up. He came outside, and by the time I did a goose water, and then I did the egg recon, and then put the water. When I came back for the third bucket of water for the ducks, Doug was at the door, so I put him inside. He didn't last long. His feet, he was at the back door lifting his feet up like this. He was like, he couldn't figure out which foot was coldest, and he kept lifting them up. So, oh, grungy, wait till it's going to get worse, Vivian. It's like, this is nothing how grungy they get. That's why I need a break in the weather so that I can do some spraying. They need showers. Everybody needs a shower. But you can't give them a shower when it's minus 20 out. So they're dirty. They're going to get worse. And I just got to keep cleaning. Every day, I just got to go in there and clean all the wet poop out of there and give them some dry straw and stay on top of it. Imagine this, folks. Just imagine, like not everybody cleans every day to keep it clean. Imagine all the places that don't clean and just leave the ducks in their wallowing in their own feces. Just imagine how many people out there do that. Like, it's just disgusting to do that to an animal. That's why I clean it every day. And this year with the floor, it's working out well because only one end is wet and the other end's dry. And the dry end, I'm not doing too bad here. I threw straw on it yesterday, and I'll probably throw straw on it today. It's going to be really thick by next week when we're done. But at least it's dry, and they're not laying on wet feces. But the water end of the barn, it has to be cleaned absolutely every day because it's with the water. But thankfully, with the drain, all the water is going where it's supposed to, into the drain. Man, that floor is making it. I'm telling you, folks, you couldn't do lockdown with this many ducks with the way the floor was before. Couldn't have happened. It just wouldn't. Oh, it's warmed up. It's minus 24. Doug, come here, Doug. Come and say hi to everybody. Doug, want a treat? Let's see if he comes for a treat. Doug, do you want a treat? Oh, man, that treat word is starting to work really well. I only had to say it 3 times, and he stuck his head up. Steam cleaning is the next thing, eh? That's the next thing on my list. Not during lockdown right now. No, I'll get you a treat, dog. I just realized yesterday I was in town and I didn't stop at the grocery store and get potatoes so I could have French fries and goose gravy. Damn. I was right by the grocery store. I drove right by it. Okay, Miss Russian, why would you say the word sex? Like, what, we have duck sex here, but that's the only sex that's happening is the ducks on this channel. There are porn sites you can go if you want sex, but this ain't one. YouTube doesn't have that. Well, maybe they do, but I'm not aware of it. I could have had French fries and goose gravy for breakfast. The bacon's in the fridge, thawed out. So, dog booties? No, Doug doesn't have dog booties. He's had many pairs sent to him, but none have fit. They're all too small. They don't make dog booties for a dog's size. And plus, even if I had boots for his size, as soon as his feet get cold, I let him in the house. Hi from Russia. How are you doing? We got more Russian. We're trending on Russian somewhere. We must be some kind of trend happening. I wonder why the title "Still Cold Coffee" December 28th would attract a trending audience from the Russian area of the world. No, Beverly, it's a penguin from the Antarctic. I got it yesterday and I put it in the duck barn. That's a penguin. Oh. Where can one get goose gravy? I made it. I made the goose gravy, and I'm really craving French fries and goose gravy in a big way. Because I thought it was a big batch of gravy because I had so many drippings, and it turned out 4 freezer containers worth of gravy for fries. That's it. I couldn't believe it. After I packaged it all up, I put it in little plastic containers. Then I was like, all it made was 4 containers. So that means I gotta go back to town. I'm craving. Why didn't I buy French fries or potatoes at the grocery store yesterday to make myself some French fries? Why didn't I? All right, we gotta get rid of somebody here. And you're blocked. There you go. He's gone. The recipe for the goose, I already made it. It's done. The goose gravy is frozen. I'll give you a recipe. Plastic container, liquid, frozen, ice in the freezer. There's the recipe right now. I already made it. Yeah, I could get some cheese curds and make some poutine, or I could just have just plain old French fries and gravy. Well, you're forgiven for not talking more, but you really should stop working and participate more. I was thinking last night I was going to make up. I had an idea of bacon wrapped steak for supper. Didn't do it though. I hope the antibiotics work too. I don't know what the final bill was for them. I went in there, stormed into the vet hospital, consumed Andrew's time, figuring it all out, and then he gave me all his inventory on that type of antibiotic that can go in the water for the ducks, and then left. I said, "Oh, I don't have my wallet with me, so I'm not paying you. Goodbye." And I left. Well, I did wish him a happy New Year on the way out after I didn't pay him. So I haven't got the total, but I know it wasn't cheap because it's half the bottle. When you make goose gravy, just like any other gravy, except you have to have a goose. If you do it with the roast beef, it's called roast beef gravy. Just the exact same. There's no secret recipe to making it. You know, flour, water, dissolve it first before you put it in. You get lumpy gravy. I use a jar, shake it up, then pour it in. The water or flour mixture into the drippings. It's best if you have potato water, but regular water will work. But potato water, boiled potato water, makes the best gravy. Really makes the best gravy, actually. But I didn't have any boiled potatoes to get any water. That makes the absolute best gravy in the world, is the boiled potato water. Because you got to add water to the drippings. Yes, potato. When I watch people, at a big supper, where you're doing the big supper, everybody's, the big, with all the fixings and the gravy and all that kind of stuff. It's like, I've been in kitchens and watched people pour the potato water down the sink. And I was just like, what? Your gravy sucks. And they look at me and go, I haven't made it yet. Well, I'm telling you right now, your gravy sucks. You just poured the best part down the drain. And then they go, when they're making their gravy, they're turning the tap on, pouring water in. Like, well, you just poured all the best water down the drain. Like, anyways, I shake my head. It's just wrong. My grandmother, she used to use any boiled vegetables. She used to save all the ones she used to make gravy. She had a big family, There's 8 kids in the family, so when everybody used to go over there, so you got 8 kids with their families, and everybody had anywhere from 2 to 4 kids. So it was like a lot of people in the house, okay? And she'd make gravy in a vat. I don't know how she did it, so much of it, but because from the drippings, but she would save the water from all the boiled vegetables, carrots, parsnips, potatoes, everything, and all of it went into the gravy. It was pretty tasty gravy. If you don't have potato water, you can use other vegetable water too. No. Well, goose is hard to come by. Goose is expensive. It's very expensive. I don't peel my potatoes. I don't peel. I got a little tiny soft scrub brush, really soft, and I clean the potato, and then I eat the whole thing when I do. Like when I make French fries, I leave the skin on them. Good morning, high maintenance. He's here. What's the best way to cook goose? Exactly the same way I cook my duck. Keep it simple. Okay, why are these people coming on here? I'm not Pierre Woodman. So you're gone. I know who Pierre Woodman is. Because I used to be in the porn industry. So he came here just doing a little bit of a drop there, and he thought I wouldn't notice. But I noticed. You're gone. We must be trending somewhere that it's causing these idiots to show up. How much is goose per pound? It's usually between $1,100 and $1,200 a pound. I've seen it as high as $1,500 a pound. 9 pound goose is about the same price as a about a 8-year-old 530i BMW. So you can about a 9-year-old BMW or a 9 pound goose for Christmas, your choice. It is the goose that lays the golden eggs. It is, Inga. How did you know that? There's special geese here. All my geese are special. The little goose followed me around this morning with Egg Recon. Sort of took over the show, eh? It was pretty funny. I was walking around, I could hear it honking behind me. I looked around, there it was, right behind me. Followed me around the whole barn. No. I'm thinking Tiny's gonna think it's got duck by the time it's spring, but this morning was walking much better. I was worried about it. I thought maybe it was sick. Actually, Beverly, a free range goose, and I know this because I've seen websites. True free range geese are are pushing between $100 and $150 US. Is what they're pushing. Geese are expensive because they don't Gotta remember, like a goose only lays anywhere from 20 to 40 eggs in a year. That's it. Not a lot of roast and goose action coming out of one goose. So, well, that's the ducks getting back at him, Inga, because last night he was picking on ducks. He was picking on Magoo. I was getting mad watching it. Hello, Susie. Is Susie freezing her buns off this morning in Montreal? Because I'm freezing here today. Free range, is it worth it? I won't. I don't like anything but free range. I think non-free range meat tastes like garbage. Once you've had free range, it's hard to go back. Put it that way, folks. It is. It's the only thing that can stop you is money, or if you're raising your own, then it's effort. But you know, apathy sucks. Is moving on. Goodbye. Like, new to the channel, eh? Doesn't know my background. A little bit of shock there, right? Just blew them socks right off. I bet you they subbed and unsubbed in the same stream. Yes, it's very old news, isn't it, Inga? That's another life. Oh. I love throwing it in though because it's just people like the new ones. Like, what? Like, did you star? Were you a director? A producer? It sort of looked like, maybe. Oh, okay, you're gonna stick around, Apathy? You're not leaving? All right, good. You can handle it. Yeah, Metzer's been popping up some videos on their channel. I've noticed that, but they're too short. They're like 30 seconds, 20 seconds. I gotta talk to them about that. They need to go a little longer. They do. They actually. I gotta send John an email about that. It's good that they're putting. They need to put more videos out on their channel. Keep out the social media exposure so people can see their operation. See, it's downtime for them right now. That's why they're playing with the video situation, right? So they're because pretty soon they're going to be going crazy. They're I think they start blowing their minds out like somewhere around March, getting ready for the season. Susie, I woke up this morning with a big dog under the bed, under the covers, with his head underneath my pillow, snorting, and it was well, I woke up with him twitching. I woke up at 6 a.m. wide awake. I said, "Oh, I'll get up." Then I went, "No, it's Christmas week. I'm not getting up early." And then my eyes closed, and I woke up again with it was like 7:30. I couldn't believe I'm not kidding you, folks. I looked at the clock. It was like 6:04 or something. Oh no, I could get up, and then I put my hand down, put the clock back down, and then I woke up again at 7:30. Oh, Inga's got her garden permit, so you can do a new garden house on your allotment. Are you gonna build it yourself, or are you gonna hire somebody to build it? I think that's a silly question, eh? And Lester has arrived. Here we go. Lester's going to go through all the names here shortly. I think she's going to hire somebody. Or you're going to buy a prefabricated one. While you're having everything done. I knew that, Inga. You should get down there and help them. If you were watching the morning streams of me getting the eggs there, Messenger, you would see what's going on here. But you jumped in late in the movie and now you're asking questions. You could do it. You could get down there and help them out. Eric says there's no goose eggs yet. So the eggs I'm getting in the goose shed must be from the ducks. They're throwing them over there. Okay, Tom, I could time you out. You know that. I have that ability. You don't need to make me feel old, Tom. Oh, your brother's going to be there helping. Show the drawings of the new T-shirts. Well, I already did that, Beverly. I've scanned them all. They're on my computer now. I've got the scans done. So, yes, Georgie, there's always someone late to the movie. The barn stream is looping. Which barn? Front or back, Sarah? And how do you know this when I'm running a stream here? Why are you not paying attention here? Or were you watching the barn stream listening to me? But which stream? I can check if you tell me. The back barn stream is looping. Alright, well, let's take a look here on the back one. And let's see what's going on here. Oh, it looks like something's wrong too. Nope. It's good. But only 2 people are there. Why are there only 2 people on that stream? It doesn't make any sense. It was 5 people now watching. It's working. I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah. You just sent me on a wild goose chase here. I'm watching to make sure it's not looping. This is the ducks are playing. The one duck keeps moving in different directions. He's not repeating his movements. Oh, just started to loop here on me now. Okay. So that's encoder number 3. Let's go to encoder number 3. Let's see what encoder number 3 is doing. Sometimes I need to do an off and on. We're going to try something here. Yeah, it is a bit of a loop. Why is it doing that? Sometimes when I turn the encoders off and then turn them back on. Oh, okay, we're back on. Let's wait. Any moment the stream should be working again. I'm waiting. I'm waiting here. It takes 30 seconds for this to happen. It's a 30-second delay for the encoder in YouTube. Now it's working. Oh yeah. Everything just changed. The whole scenery just moved. Okay, it's working again. I wonder why it does that. It's like it jams up. I don't get it. And all I do, folks, is I go into the encoder and turn it off and on, like the encoding part. I don't know why it does this. Doesn't make any sense. No, it's done it before with the when it's warmer too. I mean, it's not a temperature thing. It's a software. It's like the software. It's encoding. The encoder says it's encoding, but YouTube's not getting the signal. I don't know. It shouldn't be freezing, Susie. It's only like -2 in the barn. And you gotta remember, it's just electronics, you know, so it's still working in its little world. You can't automatically reboot them. It doesn't work that way. There's no auto on these. These are very basic encoders. They just encode. They're TV grade, but they're just encode. There's no automation to them. No, it's not overheating. It's negative temperatures in the barn. There's no overheating happening. Actually, I wouldn't even want to turn them off because then you could have a condensation problem. As long as they stay warm, they'll stay dry. Like if I turn them off, I would have to bring them all into the house and let them warm up and dry out because of the humidity in the barn. So it's, you know, that's the situation. But I've seen this before on other streams where I would just go in and turn them off and on and they work. So I don't know why it does it. It's strange because now we're not having any problems since I hardwired everything. The streams are working perfect for you, but I'm having hard encoding problems for some reason. No, they're not charged, Georgie. They're hardwired to the voltage. There's no batteries. The streaming I'm doing now in the barn and the goose shed, everything is hardwired. No batteries, no Wi-Fi, nothing. That's why it's working so well. That's why we're not having, since I went to the hardwired, you know, since I redid everything, and we've had what now? It's been like over a week and a half, 2 weeks. It's just been running perfect. Well, what is it? December 14th. So I started. Yeah, it was December 14th. I started that stream, and I went I think about a week before that. So it's been 3 weeks. They've been running non-stop, you know, with no problems. Because we're now we're running this. Well, these streams are being ran old school, which is the best. Problem is when you start doing new school, which is like Wi-Fi and batteries, that's when you have all the problems. And they told me this when I got into the world of live streaming. They told me. They told me that the good live streaming, nobody does it wireless. Nobody does it with a battery. Everything's plugged in and hardwired. And I thought, no, you know, like, and I struggled. You know, we've done a lot of streaming here, you know, with Wi-Fi. And I'm telling you, once you go hardwired and you know, and hard electricity, you don't have any problems. Like all your problems go away. Like it's like I'm thinking next year, folks, you know, which is not very far away, 3 days. I'm thinking for the Magoon, what I might be doing is I might run a hardwire to the Magoon. You know, so that it's not even Wi-Fi at the Lagoon for the cameras, so that we don't have this problem. You know, like it looks painful not trying to get out of the little bathtubs illusion. You have no idea what painful is. It's not. She's not in pain. Eric, Inga got it. Tom likes my Ferengi luck here. Is it the Ferengis on the Star Trek that had the dots, or the Klingon? I don't know. Tiny Tim. I just call him Tiny, Susie. Two-part names is hard. Even like Big Red, I just shorten it to Red. I can't do the two-parters. My brain doesn't have two-part capabilities on names. Oh, but I'm thinking next year, the Lagoon, I'm going to be running Hardwire. I think I'll be running like garden hoses with network cables through 'em. Because I'm liking the no problems, because the Wi-Fi is a bugger. And the guys told me this when I went down the path of streaming. They told me that you're not gonna like streaming with Wi-Fi. You're gonna have lots of problems, and yeah, you do. And then everybody complains about the beach balls, the buffering, and you know. I got a lot less complaints since we went hardwire in the barn. Actually, a lot less emails of people bitching in the mornings about the streams at night. I used to get a lot of emails from people whining about the streams when I was on Wi-Fi. Actually, Mel, what I got to do is I've got to run a new uh, uh, Cat 6 cable to the garage. It's Cat 5 right now. I got to run a Cat 6, replace the line, which is not a big deal. Just basically, tape it on to the end of the other one, and then bore through, and then from the garage, run her outside off a switch to the Lagoon. As long as I don't go over 200 feet between the switches, it'll work fine. No, Wi-Fi doesn't work fine as long as you're within range. It's just an illusion. It's an illusion. Trust me. I know. I've been doing this long enough. You can be right beside your tower, right beside your router with Wi-Fi, and be trying to stream and have lots of problems. There's a big difference between streaming 720 and 1080. As soon as you go to 1080, Wi-Fi doesn't like it. 720, you can stream with Wi-Fi no problem, like I am right now with this iPad. As soon as if this was 1080, we'd be having problems. Something would happen. Wi-Fi just doesn't cut it. Even 5 gigahertz doesn't cut it on Wi-Fi. Vista, what does LA mean? I see you type it all the time, and I don't understand what the LA is. Like, what does LA mean? Can you tell me? It is a greeting to Lester. Okay. All right. Well, so you've got a little private language with Lester. But how does Lester, LA? I'm trying to figure out how does LA. Oh, because Lester's in Los Angeles. Oh, okay. Vista's in DC, in Spookland. Okay, Susie. Well, I'll be blessed and well supported in the next 3 months. But what about the remaining 9 of the year? What happens then? Am I on my own? Like, am I on my own from April on? Now you got. I'm hoping that April doesn't come then if I'm on my own. And when you say blessed, does that mean like some good luck's coming? Is that what it means? That's short-term provisions. No, ain't got, because you know what starts? April is the hatch. Am I gonna be on my own for the hatch? Don't jinx it. So I gotta be good the next 3 months. Like I'm not gonna get hurt. Hopefully. Like it's not gonna be like a repeat of last year, because you know last year started out really bad. Like it did. It started off last year was bad. January the 6th, my life got just shaken up. Actually, I got a headache thinking about it right now. Thinking about last year, January the 6th. And Juanita's back, but because there was no customers at the bank. Good for you, Juanita. Yeah, I got a headache just thinking about January 6th. That was the turning point. Unbeknown to me. I hope nothing like that happens again this year. Oh, I'd hate to get whacked in the head again. That would suck, folks. My poor brain couldn't hack it. Well, it was a long path to get to the live stream in their Vista. It was a long path. There was a lot of in between from January 6th to the live streaming. It wasn't like a shortcut. That sucked last winter. I'm thinking about what last winter was like, folks. You have no idea like what I actually personally went through, because I never streamed it. I was doing short little videos. I'll be truly lucky. Oh, Susie, you're making my morning here. Thank you so much. You're an inspiration today. I could use some luck, because honestly, I've had a bad streak. Oh, Georgie. Georgie's really buttering me up here. Yesterday I was 20, but today I'm 30, so she added a little bit of age to me today. But now. Is it a picture, Georgie, or is it just a description of me? Because if it's a description, it could be somebody else. But I'm in for some luck, because honestly, folks, I've had a good streak of bad. Well, I don't call it. Well, that's not really bad. Like bad life decisions that turned out nasty. So I'm hopefully I have learned with my age, and I will make some good decisions that could be construed as lucky. Oh, there's a picture and a description. Is Doug in the picture with me there, Georgie? Like, is it Doug and me, or just me? Because it could be youth and gorgeous could be referring to Doug. It could be. Cool. I just saw something fly by. Doug didn't see it. If he would have saw it, he'd be barking. Because right now, the Doug Meister, I can't believe he's still out here. And he's not laying in the sun. You could be thinking there's more treats coming. It's totally possible. Oh, folks, I'm not going to do much today. I'm not. I'm going to take care of the ducks, do a clean in this afternoon. I'm not. I'm gonna layer low. I'll do a stream in the hospital like I did yesterday, which technically I wasn't supposed to do any streaming yesterday. So there will be more days I disappear here during the holidays. Actually, I'm binging on a TV episode right now, Connie, and I'm really let down. It's not very violent. No, he's not near the heater, Mel. He's laying in the middle of the floor. No. The little ducks in the hospital, they're doing better. I got medication for them yesterday. No, don't despair her. No, I'm not going to share which episode, which show this is. I discovered it. I didn't even know it existed. Oh, I'm going to have access to the means and power through my close friends and network. So, Susie, you're saying that there's going to be some good things coming to the Duck Adventure? Well, that's just awesome. I could use some good things. Bigger is better, but it was some help. Those 3 days I went away, I could barely survive. But Georgie, I was only gone for two: Christmas Day and Boxing Day. That was it. I was only gone for 2 days. I came back the third day. I know, Inga. It keeps getting better. Just Susie, whatever you're pumping out there, just keep stroking me, little woman. I'm up for some good stuff. No, Duck Dynasty, Georgie, is not a good show. You know, Duck Dynasty is totally fake, eh? Like, absolutely, totally, totally fake. Fake, fake, fake. Faker than fake. Like, you do realize that, eh? Like, did you realize that the guys at Duck Dynasty, they're all, what school did, I think it was Yale? Anyways, they're all educated, blue-blooded, super rich family. It's all a show. Complete show. Total fakery. Yes, you've been scammed. Totally scammed, Georgie. They're not really redneck duck people, eh? Everything they do is fake. Do you notice that when I watch, I can't handle it. Like, I handle about 30 seconds on YouTube when they do little clips. I'd say, they're sitting in their office carving, duck call. They don't do that. These guys, I saw a picture of the Duck Dynasty guys, all in Argyle sweaters and that, on a golf course, all clean cut. They were like they're super rich, and they came up with this idea of becoming rednecks, and doing a show, and it's total fakery. Well, I'm active and alert all the time, Susie. I'm strung out on alertness, and I'm far too active. Some days, like I feel like right today I don't want to be active. I'm thinking cooking some bacon and doing nothing. Do I have direct TV? No. I have the internet. What's baklava? What is that, Tom? I don't know what that is. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Dolls also found in the freezer section of most grocery stores. I've never had that. Or have I? Just wait here. Just wait. I've had that actually at the Greek restaurant. I had that now. I've had this before. But it says Turkish. No, Greek. Oh, it is. There is Greek version of it. Yep, that's it. I've had that. It's very expensive at the Greek restaurant. For one little slice, they charge $3.50. And it's so sweet, just takes your head off. Oh, so I'm not, it's going to be other Capricorns too are going to be lucky, not just me? Well, Susie, you just ruined it. I thought I was special. It's a serious sugar rush, yeah. Like when I buy them, the first time I bought them, Inga, the very first time I bought them, I bought two of them, thinking, oh well, they don't look very big, they're just little tiny things, and I bought two of them, and it killed me to eat both of them. I died, sugar just died. So now when I buy them, I only buy one. One single one, because it's just nuts how sweet they are. Oh. Okay, Georgie, you're really pouring it on heavy here. Oh. Poor Tilly needs some help here, Susie, because he's had a streak of bad luck with the vehicle. No, I don't have that problem where it hurts my teeth looking at it. I can handle that part. It's my belly, Inga. It's the sugar rush later. Oh. Is your birthday on the 27th, Vivian? No way. Yesterday was your birthday, too. Seriously? Oh, sorry, Tilly. I didn't realize that you were a she. I'm sorry. I didn't call you it. Very much female. Okay. All right. I believe you when you said she. You don't have to say the very much female. Are you doubting yourself? Are you like gender neutral? Gender fluid? So Vivian's birthday, folks, was yesterday, and she was born in 1949, December 27th. Well, happy belated birthday, Vivian. Okay, someday Matt will be on all his problems and wonder how he did it. That's part of the merge. Will be will Matt someday Matt will on all his. Neither that sentence doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Will on all his problems. I don't understand. Rich, that's my idea, Rich. You're making it sound like it's your idea, but that I've been doing that for years on the bacon. Matt was born 1987? Sure. I'm a young one. I'm just turned 30 this year. I'm special. Susie, you're really buttering me up. I'm getting a lot of stroking this morning, folks. I'm loving it. I didn't know it was your birthday yesterday, Vivian. I'm very sorry. You could have told me yesterday in the stream, and I would have stroked you back with a big birthday wish. Oh, Donna just got caught by her boss in chat. You're supposed to be working, not watching the duck guy. In his dreams, Georgie. Come on, Inga, be nice. Can I not like daydream, like awake during the day, thinking that I'm born in 1987? I'm service oriented. Well, I guess so. I did have a horror show of a life there for 22 years in the service industry dealing with people in retail. I hated it. You have no idea, man, what it was like. It was brutal. 22 years of hell. Oh, man, I hated it. It's so much better now, killing myself for below minimum wage. I'm telling you, it's like I've never been this happy. Seriously. Well, I don't know, the 80s was pretty good. No, there were some bad times in the 80s. I had bad partners. They were mean. Well, they weren't really mean. They were demanding. How come I stuck with it for so long, Inga? Well, when you invest a whole bunch of money in something and then you find out you hate it, how do you get out of it? That's the thing. And believe me, I was looking for an exit, but I just couldn't figure out how to get out of it. And then the answer came: get into a big lawsuit with the town and then go bankrupt and lose it all. No. But the secret was a lawsuit. Nothing like getting the government after you. That'll shut you down good. That helped me get out. Best thing ever happened to me. When they say burning bridges is a bad thing, that was one bridge that I love blowing up, man. It was like, everybody says, Matt, you shouldn't pick that fight. It's a bad fight to be in. You're going to lose. But I was right. And when I'm right, I can't back down. And I was right. Even though I lost, you know, how would I say, I won the battle, lost the war, or won the war, lost the battle. Bottom line is, I came out an injured soldier. Well, Susie, I do have a dream, which it is a project, and I hope to it. I hope it fulfills itself. It would be so cool. It was more than a smack up the side of the head, Vista. Not many people could have went through that. I really should have done a diary because it would have been an awesome book. It would have been an awesome book. People would go like, "My God, how did you get through that?" No, you don't get to keep your home when you go bankrupt. It doesn't work. Well, if you could go bankrupt and keep your home and not pay your mortgage, everybody would be doing that. That's a silly question. I am going to go for it, Susie. That's why I've been working so hard at this. Georgie, not everybody is into this real life stuff. It doesn't work that way. A lot of people just like fluff in life, you know. Plus the attention span thing. That's another thing is the attention span. You know, it's like 3 to 5 minutes tops. How do you handle streaming 24/7? It's like you can't because it interferes with my lack of attention span. Ask a stupid question day birthday card. Yeah, I got that, Vista. I got a lot of emails. I couldn't reply to everybody, folks, or I would have ended up sitting on my computer the whole day. I got so many emails, birthday email. It was absolutely crazy. I loved it. I have never had so much well wishes in my life. It was actually good. But yeah, I wish I could have replied to everybody. I just couldn't. It was nuts. It was almost like I was being spammed on my birthday. That's how much I got. It was like it was crazy. I was like, holy man, look at all these birthday wishes. Oh, Mel, don't get me started on that. In 22 years, I paid over $300,000 in property taxes, and then they turned around and spent all that money to screw me. It was like because they spent a couple hundred grand in legal to get rid of me because they wanted me gone. I have a lot of love on this channel. I do. I really love it. Actually, Georgia, the attention span of the human race is 3 minutes. It's not just your age group, trust me. I have friends that my age that they have an attention span of 3 minutes. It's like bad. It's just bad. It's like I've had so many people tell me that this channel is boring now. But we got ducks. That's live ducks, and me doing ridiculously long morning streams having coffee. Janie, I saw the chocolate bar, and I'm so happy you didn't mail it to me, because that chocolate bar would have lasted probably about 18 to 20 minutes. I would have eaten the whole thing, and man, would I have been hurting after. Like, hurting. Would have been just nasty. I would have, because those chocolates, I would just woofer down. Actually, yesterday, folks, when I was in town, I thought to myself, I drove by the grocery store. And then that's why I didn't get the French fries, because I drove by the place. But I thought, I'm going to stop in and grab some treats. And then I said, no, I'm going to go home and I'm going to make an apple crisp. And then I got home and I got sidetracked and I never made the apple crisp, which I'm so glad because I would be so sick this morning.
Bonita, I wish I would have kept the diary a long time ago, actually. Because I'm telling you, man, it's pretty. I got. There's so many stories. So much happened. Because I've lived my life out of the box, looking in. And people, when I tell them stories, well, they just like, man, you just. What haven't you gotten your fingers into and gotten smacked? It's like, I really should have done a diary because it's been a ride, a ride. Well, first of all, like I've never had a job, so I've been all over the place. So that adds a lot to your stories. Well, and then I did 22 years of hell. That was not fun. But anyway, but I could shorten that part down just a couple chapters of agony, and then we'd be moving on. It might have been the longest part, but it's like that. There's nothing interesting. It's just bad. Lots of bad things keep happening to you. So it's like lots of bad things. Ironically, the internet helped kill my business. Ironically, and here I am streaming on the internet nonstop. I'm a serial streamer. I have an addiction to you. But I'm thinking right now. I feel like I need to have addiction to some fried bacon. I'm thinking I need to fry some bacon up because I would really like to smell my house full of bacon smell right now. And I'm thinking it's time, and then I can go outside. What's the weather? Is it still nasty? Because I would really like to get some straw and get this over with. Yeah, it's still not nice. Yeah. Current conditions: -38 wind chill. That's the current conditions right now, folks. Like right now, -38 wind chill is the wind chill. 67% humidity. Just for anybody who was asking that question earlier, like, oh, there's a gust of wind just went by. 38 below, folks. Like, and you know what's bad? When during the day, usually that's only at night you get those warnings. But like, look at wind chill, -38. Is that nice? Current conditions, -26 ambient temperature. So the wind sucks, Carl. This time of year, the wind will kill you. It super freezes you. It feels damp, Gene. I will tell you that much. That's what it feels like. It feels damp outside. It's amazing how fast the cold cuts through your jacket. It's amazing, actually. Oh man, look at this. They're saying at 1 o'clock this afternoon, the wind chill is gonna go like it's gonna warm up to -30. It's just bad. This is the extreme. But I need to get the smell of bacon in my house. It's sort of like that. I need that. Oh, you live Leafs Forever lives close by. Where part of the world are you in? Leafs Forever. Make bacon great again. 43 degrees. I just can't do that, Georgie. That's just crazy. I wouldn't live in a climate like that. Too much. Brockville? Yep, you're close enough to feel the warmth. Oh, Gene's got -18. See, -18, I would hop in the truck and I would go get straw. And the poor truck ain't heating up. No matter how much cardboard I put in the radiator, it don't heat up. I gotta change the thermostat. We're having a deep freeze. We're all getting frozen here right now. I'd have to go to the weather.com site to look up Sydney's weather. And I'm here streaming. And I'm going to say goodbye because I really need to get some bacon happening, folks. I'm craving bacon. It's time to have some bacon. So I'm going to cook some bacon. Bacon and eggs and hash browns. And then we're going to see what's going to happen today. Maybe I'm just going to do lockdown and do nothing. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. But I know one thing. I got to get some bacon happening. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me on this rambling coffee stream this morning. And I'll see you later. Actually, I'll see you later in the duck hospital.